Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. I am Liz, and so today's video is just a bit of recommendation as to which anime and manga that I would recommend. So currently the only anime that I will recommend are three different ones, which is Blackbird, which Blackbird is a kind of a smutty storyline, which if you don't know what smutty means, it is, I've got it written down. I went onto Google and I typed it, found it, typed it, whatever. So smut is a highly developed story with love lines and other things that appeal to women that also include a lot of sexually explicit scenes. Yeah, that's the Google meaning for it. So yeah, Blackbird has a bit of those kind of smutty things. I wouldn't recommend anybody that is younger than probably 18 or 17 to read it. It's just not, I guess, ideal for them to read that at that age, because they will, I guess, somewhat believe in some of the things that have been said and done. But if you are over 18 or 17, whatever, then sure, you can read it and be, I guess, completely fine with the storyline in a way, of not believing that those things are normal to be done to you or be seen. But other than the weirdness that involves in that series, it's actually quite a good manga to read, quite a nice storyline and everything. I don't want to really ruin the storyline for anybody, but if you were to just, I guess, Google it for Blackbird, then yeah, you can find that. Second one would be Faster Than a Kiss. Now that one is a romance comedy, a bit of school life, and that one, I guess, any age, except for if you think that being in love with your teacher is a good thing, then don't. But yeah, the actual manga is really good. It's pretty much about, I guess I'm ruining that one if I talk about it. It's about this 16, 17-year-old girl that she has a 3 or 4-year-old brother, and their parents died, and they're kind of thrown from their family, each family members that will not look after them. So she ends up deciding that, she will quit school and look after them both because she loves her brother. But one of the teachers in her school find out about it, and he proposes something to her to keep her in school and everything. And yeah, like I said, I don't really want to ruin the entire plot line of it, but it's actually really beautiful, and there is no sexual scenes in it at all. It's quite PG-13. And yeah, it's actually beautifully done, and it's really, really funny. Like, it's actually my second all-time favorite manga to read. Now, as for my all-time favorite manga, it would be Happy Cafe. Now, that is the English version of what it is called. I am not going to even try to say the Japanese version of it, because I would just fail and make a fool of myself. Which, I mean, I don't mind doing that, but not with a manga title. No. So yeah, it's called Happy Cafe, and that one is yet again a comedy, bit of school life, smidge of romance, not a lot of romance. It's mainly 80% comedy, 10% romance, and 10% school. But yeah, this one is really, really funny. It's my favorite. Actually, I've got a tattoo of one of the scenes on my leg. Sorry, I just had to add in this part, about the leg tattoo bit. I will show you guys the tattoos some other time. I like cut. I'm very, very bad at editing my videos at the moment, so tried to cut out the bit where I was trying to say, look at the photo. I failed at that, so yeah, I'll show you guys a photo of that tattoo or any other tattoo that I've got. If you are interested, then let me know, then I can do that. Okay, continue with the video. So this one is about this, I guess yet again, 16, 17-year-old girl that moves out of home, and she finds a cafe to start working at, so then obviously she can afford the rental that she is in, and while still going to school. And she's weirdly and strangely quite strong, and that's kind of part of the comedy of the series. And she's the main character, and so the other two main characters are these two guys, both of them working at the cafe. One of them is a blonde guy, or I guess lighter head colored since it's black and white. His comedy part of it is that he falls asleep. When he falls asleep, he cannot wake up unless you pretty much shove food down his throat, and then he will wake up. And it's the reason for it is, explained later in the manga. But yeah, he's that. And then the other main character, other guy, is a black-haired or dark brown or brown-haired guy that I guess he seems as though he is mean and just cruel and everything, but you find out, like, you just see parts of it where he's actually really kind and he's actually really good. Pretty much he bakes well. He's a good baker. And yeah, so that is my all-time, like, favorite manga series. Like, I could just read it over and over and over and over again, and I wish that they would make a anime series of it just so I could watch it and read it and watch it and read it, but no. And I hopefully one day will have the actual manga in my collection, but for the time being I do not. They don't really have the English version of it, unless it goes up to, I think, volume 7 as the English version, but then after that, no, it's all in Japanese. So I either have to make my own book of that or wait forever, which I don't think it will come out, for the English version. Okay, so those are the 3 mangas that I would recommend. And as for anime, my number one that I would recommend is Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball. Those are the ones that I recommend. For myself, I've watched them all in English, but as for Dragon Ball Super, when it first came out on Crunchyroll and all that stuff, it was all in Japanese with English subtitles, which I watched that and I really liked it. But now that it's coming out on DVD and it has the English dub, I am slowly buying the English ones. But for me, all the Dragon Ball series, that's all in English for my preference. Let's see, there's also Sailor Moon. I love watching Sailor Moon. For myself, I actually prefer that one in Japanese with English sub. When I was a kid, I watched it in English, and I loved it. I still do, but now I prefer to watch it in Japanese with the English sub. I feel like a lot of the episodes are quite different too, because some of the episodes, the storyline of it is different depending on the country in a way. Same thing as for, I guess it's now been changed that Sailor Neptune and Sailor Uranus, there in the English version back in the day, it was that they were incestual cousins, which was wrong. But then in the Japanese version, it was, the original version, they are lovers, that's what they're supposed to be. But then I think now they've changed it for the English version that they are lovers. But yeah, so that's been corrected. But yeah, for myself, I found that watching the Japanese version is actually so much better, like comedy wise, and also just the entire thing is I enjoy it in Japanese. And Cardcaptor Sakura, that is also a really good series. I actually can't remember if I like watching it in Japanese or in English, but either way, I love that series. I've got when I show you my DVD collection, I will show you the DVDs that I have of Cardcaptor Sakura, of Sailor Moon, of Dragon Ball. I think I've got part 1 of Dragon Ball. I don't have part 2, sadly, yet. I think I have a few seasons of Dragon Ball Z, and then I don't have any GT just yet, but then I've got up to part 4, possibly 5 very soon, of Dragon Ball Super in DVD, but I will show you guys that in another video when I get to actually show you the entire DVD collection. It's beautiful, promise. But yeah, and let's see, Fruits Basket, that one isn't too bad. It's a pretty good, I guess, filler in a way, where you just watch that, and then, like, while you're waiting for something else to come out, you could just watch that and then you're happy. Fruits Basket is alright. I watched that one in English. Maybe I might as well watch it again, but in Japanese. Just try that one out. It's always the option. Fate Stay, there are a lot of other like series of it. Like, it's called Fate Stay, but there are different storylines. Like, I shouldn't say storyline, but it's the same storyline, but different characters, different names, different people, I think even just like different scenes in a way, but it's the same concept of it, I think it is. To be honest, I haven't actually watched much of it. I watched a few episodes and I did really, really like it, and I hope to be able to get some DVDs on it so that I can marathon it, and yeah. And then the last one that I would recommend for anime is The Disastrous Life of Psyche, or Saki, or I think it's Psyche. That one is on Netflix, which the first season, it's the option of English and Japanese, but the second one, at the very moment, it's only in Japanese, so I'm waiting for it to be in English. But that one is actually really, really funny. Like, it's hilarious. I prefer it in English. I did watch it, like, I watched it in English first, and then I tried to see the second one, and it was only in Japanese, and I couldn't connect with them because of the fact that I was just so stuck on their voices as English, and just some of the things that the way that they said some of the things, I preferred it in English. And yeah, but I mean, you could watch it in Japanese first and completely love the way that they say some of the things, words, English, bad. But for myself, it's English. Yeah. So those kind of animes, like I said, the Disastrous Life one, that one is on Netflix that you can find that one on. And as for the other ones, I think you can either find them, get them on DVD, try and find like a cheap version, because I know that anime is very expensive. But you can find them on Anime Lab and Crunchyroll. I think with Crunchyroll you have to be a member or something to be able to get the English versions. And Anime Lab, if there's the option for English, they give it to you. I think it's free. But don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure. Now, as for the manga that I recommended, the Blackbird, Happy Cafe, and Faster Than the Kiss, the app that I use on my tablet is Manga Rock, but back when I had first read them, which I used a laptop to be able to read that, was, I think it was, I would just type into Google manga, pretty much reading manga online for free, and it would just come up with so many different sites that you can find manga, and yeah, that easy. I mean, it's free, and just read that. Yeah, so I hope that you like the recommendations that I have just said. And if you guys know of any other mangas or anime that are quite similar to the ones that I just recommended, then definitely comment down below and let me know, so then I can find them too, so then I can enjoy some more different ones. Or if you have also read and watched those ones too, and that you loved it or hated it, whichever one, let me know those things too, so then I can, if you did enjoy it, then I can recommend some more that are quite similar to those if I find any more. I have to get back onto that app so then I can find some more of them, because I used to read them all the time and I deleted the app ages ago for some reason, and I've reinstalled it, so I'm going to have to look for them. So just pre-warning, I read a lot of comedy ones. Number one is always comedy for me, for the manga and everything. Romance, a bit of romance, a bit of smutty stuff, no hentai, just smart, you know, it's just subtle in a way. School life, I don't mind. I'm not that picky about the actual storyline of, you know, if they're in school or if they're working or not. Mainly it's, if it's funny and a bit of romance, then, you know, I like it. Yeah, so let me know, and remember to subscribe and like, and I'll be able to post some more videos like this of my recommendations, or things that I don't like. I don't know, just let me know what you guys like to see, and yeah, I'll thank you for watching this video and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.